When Nelson was underground, this is where the strong woman came out. Her husband was underground, carrying the struggle from underground, and Winnie was left to look after not only her immediate family, but also Nelson's mother and relatives in the Transkei, and she coped with it very well.
Nelson declared, "I've had to separate myself from my dear wife and children and live as an outlaw in my own land." Since all open political activity was denied him, Mandela had gone underground to organize a three-day national strike, a stay-at-home. In spite of Sharpeville, the stay-at-home was yet another attempt to effect change by peaceful means. The government's reply was again violent. Police and army were mobilized to force people back to work.
There are many people who feel that it is useless and futile for us to continue talking peace and non-violence against a government whose reply is only savage attacks on an unarmed and defenseless people. And I think the time has come for us to consider, in the light of our experiences in this stay-at-home, whether the methods which we have applied so far are adequate.
A half-century of nonviolent effort had failed, so a small group was formed under Mandela, which began to bomb symbols of authority, such as power lines and pass offices. Early in 1962, Mandela left South Africa illegally to travel to newly independent African countries, seeking help in training guerrilla squads. This new fighting arm of the African National Congress was called Umkhonto we Sizwe, Spear of the Nation.
When he returned, I also saw him, and I was always blindfolded. I never knew exactly where he was, and that was calculated to protect us and the children. We were very small at the time. That was the last time we ever were together as husband and wife.
Mandela was the most wanted man in South Africa, the object of a massive manhunt. He must have known that sooner or later he would be caught. When he was betrayed by an informer, there was no evidence to link him with sabotage. Instead, for leaving the country illegally and for organizing the 1961 stay-at-home, he was sentenced to 5 years. While Mandela was serving this sentence, a small cache of weapons was discovered in Rivonia near Johannesburg. 8 men were arrested, the multiracial high command of Spear of the Nation. Papers were found incriminating a 9th, Mandela. The 9 men were charged with the capital crime of sabotage and seeking to overthrow the government by force.